Welcome back to the channel, fishy folks. My name is Michael from Michael's Fish Room. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. As you guys may or may not know, I moved about 2 weeks ago. My old house, we tore down the fish room and we pretty much brought everything over here for the most part. There's still some things left. I have some friends come to help me in about a week to lift the 90-gallon mutt guppy tank, a 75-gallon tank, a 55-gallon tank, which really isn't that heavy, but it is full of fish, and all the cinder blocks and wood and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to reuse the wood. If it has any mold on it, I'm just going to throw it away, but if I can reuse it, I certainly will. The cinder blocks I will reuse to rebuild the shelves in the basement. But because the fish room is still under construction, and you can see the last video I made, the progress, I'll put the link up here for you. I decided to focus on my saltwater tank, which, because it's sort of in my office, which I'll show you in a second, I look at it all the time when I work from home. I can see it from when I'm cooking in the kitchen, and it's sort of become a focal point for me. So I really wanted to get some more fish. Let's take a look at the tank. All right, fishy folks, here is my 54-gallon corner saltwater tank that I got in April of this year, 2023. It had been set up for about, I don't know, 10 or 15 years at my friend Todd's house. So it's an established tank. Basically, we removed most of the salt water, moved the tank, the stand, the sump, set it back up at my place using mostly the old salt water and some new salt water. And the reason why we did that is because salt water, you have to make salt water, right? Or you have to buy it. And so we didn't want to waste it. In addition, his water parameters and my water parameters, while similar, weren't exactly the same. So I wanted to make sure the fish had the best chance of acclimation to their new place. When I got to tank, there was also a black spine sea urchin. I'll put a link up top for you to check out that video if you haven't already. But unfortunately, the black spine sea urchin passed away just before I moved. And even though I've been trying to clean up all the spines in the tank, there's still a bunch left. Anyway, so this tank now is in the corner of my first floor. I can see it from the kitchen, from my desk, from the family room, once there's a couch. And I've really been enjoying it. And so I decided last week to get some more fish, and that's what we're gonna go over. Also, I have a poop ton of questions that I wanna ask the saltwater community, so hopefully they can answer. First off, we have the big clownfish, that's the female, and that's Lucy. And the little clownfish that's hiding back there, that's Bruce. I don't know how old they are, but they came with the tank and I love them to pieces. Clownfish are awesome. I also got that 6-line wrasse. I think that's how you say it, wrasse, whatever. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sure somebody will correct me. I love the colors, purple, orange, and green. The tail's got a little yellow on it. They're pretty peaceful fish. They do like to hide in these rocks, and the clowns are a little aggressive towards it right now, but everything I've read says that's just temporary and that will change over time. I also got this Falco hawkfish. This thing is dope. I mean, we watched it at the local fish store for about half an hour. Just chill and then swim around and then hide and then come out and look at you and stare. And I love its colors. I love how it looks. I love the fact that it's pretty peaceful. Its eyes are pretty cool. Everything about it is cool. Behind it is a hermit shell crab, or hermit shell crab shell. That came with the tank. If I decide to get some hermit crabs, I will definitely, it'll definitely become a home to something, but for now it's just there for looks. I also got this cleaner shrimp. From what I've read online, cleaner shrimp is like a vague name for most shrimp that look like this, that basically do their job of cleaning. And one of the things I asked the marine expert at the local fish store I went to was, you know, in the freshwater community, shrimp, especially if they fit in another fish's mouth, will be a snack. And he said most saltwater fish respect the job of the cleaner fish, so they don't bother it. But he's cool. He's been, you know, cleaning the tank and walking around these rocks, which I got a funny story about these rocks. So I was at my good friend Martin and Lisa's shop down in Dover, Delaware, SuperCichlids. If you haven't been there, you need to take a ride. I would say if you're within a 3 to 4 hour drive, it's worth the road trip to go there. They have a gajillion gallons of freshwater stuff, really rare cichlids, really great quality, super healthy fish, and all the, you know, dry goods you could think of. They just have great stuff. They're also an Aquarium Co Op partner, so they sell all of Corey's stuff, which I have a poop ton of myself, being a brand ambassador. Anyway, so they have a super employee named Tyler who was going to start a saltwater tank in this store, just as, you know, like a little cool thing. And he was talking to me about it, and he showed me this rock, and I suggested that he give me the rock and I'll put it in this tank and start getting it seeded, because I don't know when he's going to build a tank, but certainly a couple weeks, couple months of seeding will be beneficial to his setup. And so I was going to put it in the little sump, which I don't know if I've ever showed you the sump, but there's a little sump down there, and you can see there isn't a poop ton of room in there. So I decided to put the rock in here. And so I just dropped the rock in here carefully, and it was sitting in here for a couple days. And then I decided to get these new fish, and I was like, I'm going to scape it. And so I scaped it, and I really love it. And I told Lisa yesterday that Tyler's not getting this rock back. She should order more for him. And so now this rock is mine. Anyway, I love the rock. I love how it looks. I do want to get another piece maybe for the top, or maybe for the side over here. But anyway, we got the new fish. We got the new shrimp. The questions I have for you marine folks are, what else can I add? Can I add a starfish? If so, what kind? Does it matter? And what food do I need to add? I don't think I want to do corals just yet. I don't have the light, and I don't have the parameters set right. And I'm not sure I'm going to want that for this tank. I think eventually I may get a big tank and start a reef setup. But for now, I think I'm going to go a Fowler tank, fish only with live rock. By the way, if you're thinking of starting a saltwater tank, Zenzo did a great video on it, and I'll link that up top. I watched it when it first came out, which when it came out, I think it was 2018. I was thinking of starting a saltwater tank back then, and then of course I didn't, and then life happened and all that stuff. So I just rewatched it this weekend again, and it's a really good intro video to saltwater. It's pretty simple. Saltwater can be complicated, but this is a pretty simple setup. Watching these guys, the colors, them interact, swim through the rocks. I mean, it's pretty dope for me. So the questions I have for you saltwater folks are, what else can I add? As far as food goes, do I need to add anything besides good quality pellet? Currently they're using Omega-1 Marine, which is a mid-level brand in my opinion, but they've been on this Omega-1 Marine for years, and they're doing quite well. So, you know, I'm gonna leave it. Right now, they're kind of munching. There's a Aquarium Co Op freeze-dried brine shrimp cube up there by the overflow or the outtake. I don't know what the hell you call that, but and that's what they're kind of eating. This stuff, the Aquarium Co Op freeze-dried brine shrimp cubes. I am making some brine shrimp, which I want to show you that setup, which I just made this morning in a minute. What do you think of freeze-dried blackworms for a marine tank? I love the SuperCichlids freeze-dried blackworms. I have them for my freshwater tanks, so I'm thinking of getting some, or putting some in here and seeing if the fish will eat it. What do you think? What's your opinion? Let me know in the comments down below. A couple of you guys have been asking for a tour of the house. I'm not going to do a tour of the house, but I will show you what's going on. Let's do that now. Stand by. All right, fishy folks, here's my new brine shrimp hatchery setup. We've got the Zis brine shrimp hatcheries. Got them from Aquarium Co Op. I am a brand ambassador for them, which means they were sent to me for free. But as you saw in my fish room before, I use the hell out of them every day. I hatch brine shrimp. I have the Aquarium Co Op dual output battery powered air pump. Right now it's plugged into USB power. It's a great thing to have for power outages. It has a power saver mode, so it pulses on and off slowly. You got the coffee set up, gotta have the coffee. Anyway, here's the kitchen. It's a little messy because I'm starting to meal prep for the week. I got the bread and produce and love the Ninja air fryer, Star Wars stuff, you know. Here's what we're prepping so far today. We have chicken breast, barbecue sauce, onion, garlic, paprika, smoked paprika, of course, salt, pepper, garlic, onion powder. And we're gonna shred it up in about 4 hours. and then put it over some crispy air fryer potatoes. But there's my desk. It's still working on it. I just set it up on Thursday, and I work from home on Friday, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, the best layout for it. I just got that file cabinet, so, you know, we're still setting up. We got all these cardboard boxes we got to burn. I still have boxes of stuff to put away. No couch yet. It's coming in about a week or two. TV came with the house, so there you go. All right, folks, let's talk about feeding this tank. So we have the live baby brine shrimp. We have the marine pellets with garlic from Omega 1. We have the brine shrimp, freeze-dried brine shrimp. What else can I feed? What else? Do I need to add anything for the rock to become live rock? You know, are there any additives that are actually worth it? Are there any little, you know, critters that will go in there and help clean algae and help, you know, the ecosystem in this tank? Yes, I will Google, and yes, I will watch YouTube videos, but I like to hear from you guys, my subscribers, people who watch the video. What do you think? What should I add? What other fish can I add? What other critters can I add? Many, many questions. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, share it in all your groups. Tell all your friends about it. And like I said in the beginning, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. Have a great day. Place where the new fish room is going is still under construction. Haven't it, so that's dumb. We're gonna start over. The saltwater tank's behind me. I'm gonna show it to you in a second. And we're gonna go over what I got and what's in it.